The Obama Principle. Take a look at this picture. It's a picture from 1995 of a talk Barack Obama gave at the Cambridge Public Library. From what I can tell, it appears to be a small room. Everyone's talking to him casually, asking questions, and he's just talking about a book he just wrote. I want you to imagine if you were in that room watching him give this talk. Would you even think about it the next day? I don't know, but chances are you probably wouldn't. Would you be particularly excited that you're in the room with him? Probably not. And imagine this, he walks out of the room, he's walking down the street. Will anybody turn their head because he's Barack Obama? Let's say he's even driving back home, he gets pulled over by a cop. Would he get any special treatment? Would the cop think anything of him? So that's what everybody else would be thinking. But something that I think about when I see this picture and when I watch the video of the talk is what was going through his mind. As you're sitting there watching him, how does he see himself? When he walks out of the room, nobody's looking. But how does he see himself in his own mind? He gets pulled over by the cop's looking down at him. What is he thinking about himself in that moment? Obviously, 13 years later, if you're sitting in the room with him, regardless of what you think about him, just by his position, you'd probably be excited to be there. If he walks down the street, everybody's looking at him. If he gets pulled over, which obviously doesn't happen because he doesn't drive when you're the president, but if he did, he'd be let go. And just as a thought experiment, it's really interesting to think about what's going on in his mind in 1995. Does he see himself as somebody just giving a talk at the Cambridge Public Library? Or does he see himself as the president of the United States? Now, I don't know what's actually going on in his mind, but I do know that a lot of the people that end up having a big impact or pursuing their purpose feel like they have a sense of destiny. And they feel like that destiny is part of who they are right now. Even John Rockefeller, who became the richest man alive and was just accumulating a ton of money, saw what he was doing as his destiny. And Andrew Carnegie, the man who was right behind Rockefeller in wealth, said that he wouldn't give a fig for the man who's working at a firm but doesn't already see himself as the head of that firm. And that's what the Obama Principle is. Regardless of where you are right now or what you're doing, how do you see yourself? Are you defined by who you are now? Or do you already see yourself as president, as the richest man alive, as someone who's making a great contribution, however contribution means to you? I think that decision, which can be a conscious one if you make it that, is extremely important to keep in mind when moving towards your purpose.